All right. So in my last video, I showed you how to take apart the GoPro Karma controller. In this video, I'm going to show you the theory behind how I modified it to reverse the controls. I'm not going to show you how I soldered the wires in this video. I'm going to do that in another video. I just need a little more equipment. That way I can make it easier to visualize and explain on video. Okay, so once you have the controller open, you're going to see a 4-bundle Molex connector here that runs down to here, right over there. Okay, so you'll see it'll look like this, and you're going to see the same thing, the same 4-bundle wire controller go from this thumbstick down to right over here. So those are the cords that control the thumbstick and bring the controls down to the motherboard. So essentially, the left thumbstick goes here, right thumbstick there. So what we want to do is swap them. So here's what you do to do it. So I already did it on the right side. I'm going to show you how to do it on the left side. So right over here, you're going to see there's a little place, a little clip. You need to push it in order to get the Molex connector out. All right. So the top ones are easy. You just push it in, hear a little click, and like kind of pry forward. The tricky one is the bottom ones because they're in there tight. This one I actually cracked a little bit, which is not really a big deal. I can always push it in and put some hot glue, but you want to be very careful. This one was a little bit easier to get out, and it did not get cracked. Okay, so that's getting the wires out. Now, the theory how to cross them up. So as you can see, these leads are only about 2 inches. Obviously, they're not going to meet across, reach across the board. So what you need to do is you need to cut these right down the middle. I'm not going to do it today. I'll do another video. You're going to cut these leads right down the middle, and you can see that there's 4 wires in here, and they're bound together with a little bit of shrink tube. So it's a gray wire and then 3 black ones. And the Molex connectors are the same on this side as this side, and they're all the same, so it makes the swap very easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this bundle and you're going to cut it right down the middle, and you're going to cut wire, I would say between 5 and 6 inches. I'm leaning more to 5. I made these ones closer to 6, and you can see they're a little bit long. So in the next video, I'm going to cut them a little bit shorter, and I'll update you on what I did. So all you have to do is cut these wires down the middle, and you're going to strip all 4 on each side. Then you're going to cut leads like this, a thin wire to match it. This one is about 28 gauge, and you're going to strip both ends, and then you're going to solder it to either side of the jumper. So as you can see, it's important the Molex connectors are on the same orientation. So as you see, this one's up, and this one is pointed up as well. So if you do the gray to gray on one side, and both connectors are facing the same way, then all you have to do is do the same with the other wires. So you cut a lead, you strip it, you strip the jumpers, the side with the connectors, you solder in the extension, and then you shrink wrap it. All right, you have to do that for the 4 wires on this one and the 4 wires on this one. And then all you have to do in order to make it work is plug it. And these are small, it's delicate, you just gotta be careful. I'm not the most delicate person on the planet. As you can see, it goes right in there. And then you're gonna cross the board. You're gonna cross it. You wanna try to stay out of the way. And you are gonna push it in onto the connector on the other side of the motherboard. So, as you can see, all I did was instead of the wire going from here to here, I take this one and put it in there, and I'll do the same on the other side. Put the wire in here and jump it over there. And effectively, all you've done is just reverse the inputs and the output. So output from the thumbstick goes to the other input on the board, not the one it came from factory, but the opposite. And that's how you do it. Simple enough. All I would say is these parts are plastic, they're small, they're delicate. Take your time, go slow. If you don't know how to solder and strip wire and tin wire, find somebody who knows how to do it. The issue is if you crack the Molex connector or you crack this connector bad, finding replacement parts is not going to be easy, but also then you have to solder them into the circuit board and the motherboard, which would be very difficult, which is something I don't want to do. So like I said, what I did, I cut these on the middle, strip either end, strip either end of a jumper wire, solder it in, and then crisscross crisscross the board, and that's all you got to do. And that's how you reverse your controls. Like I said, the next video I'm going to do is a video of me soldering, how I cut them, stripped them, soldered them, and did the connections. And I just, I got to get a little more equipment just to make the presentation for a YouTube video a little bit clearer to an audience. And that's it. Good luck, guys.